You know what gets me going in the morning is just coming here and just providing value to you. Okay, you that hit the play button, you that hit the like button, you that hit the share button, you that hit the subscribe button. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Victor Huerta, and on today's video, we're gonna discuss on buying a house only makes sense if you want to buy a house. Yes, that is right. I am following up from the previous video on telling you why you should not buy a house, but this video is a follow-up video on kind of telling you and mapping you out on the whiteboard on why maybe you should buy a house, and you should only do it because you want to. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and deep dive into this video. I am going to do a split screen with the whiteboard because people are loving the whiteboard action. We're going to map out some topics kind of almost similar to the last video, but I'm going to add some other topics as well. So let's go.
This is where they go for the real estate info. I'm here to lead and help you succeed. One thing that you'll learn about me is I'm on a mission. To get the knowledge to the world when making decisions and buying and selling real estate.
Victor Huerta.
Remember my name.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so, please click that subscribe button, smash that bell so you can get notified once we drop the latest video. I mean, we are just bringing some home buyer topics, home seller topics, the Phoenix real estate market updates, so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in some real estate. So in today's video, I'm going to just drop some bombs here today on a couple topics on why you should be buying a house. And it only makes sense because you want to buy a house and not because anybody else is telling you to buy a house. So with that being said, let me put up the whiteboard and let's get to some action. So let's get right into this whiteboard action, okay? Here you are. And the one thing I always have to say is you have to have the right mindset, okay? You have to have the right mindset. And the reason why I want to bring this up, it's because you are getting thrown at a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is coming in to your mind, okay? Right here is, of course, we have the economy, okay? Then we have the election, okay? Most importantly is we have the COVID, okay? So just those three things right there is being thrown at you on a daily basis. And it's kind of preventing you like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen with the economy. Is the market going to crash? This election, who's going to win? What's going to happen with the election? And then you have the COVID, the coronavirus. Is going to come back even stronger in the fall, okay? I'm looking at this screen over here just to make sure everything's in the frame while I'm writing some stuff, okay? Then, of course, you have other people in your life that are telling you to not make the move, okay? And this is family, co-workers, and then friends, okay? So you have all this going on, right? You have your family, you have your co-workers, you have your friends, and they're all telling you like, hey, buying a house is really not the right time right now because of everything that's going on, right? But you also need to think more about it is like, who are you going to trust? Who are you going to be your advisors, okay? And there's other stuff that's going to happen too as well is you're going to lose contracts. And then right here is who do you trust? Okay? Are you going to trust your family? Are you going to trust your coworkers? Are you going to trust your friends? I mean, they're telling you not to purchase, but what if you want to purchase and you're in the right mindset of purchasing your house? I mean, who is there to trust? Okay? Are you trusting the economy right here? Are you trusting the election right here? Are you going to trust the coronavirus? No. Ultimately, the trust has to come from you, which is your mindset, okay? And if you're looking for a deal, it is not going to happen, especially here in Arizona. There is no deals in real estate at all, okay? So once you get your mindset in checked and you are ready to purchase a house, then it's ultimately going to be on you to buy a house. Okay, it's ultimately on you to buy a house, not on me, not your family, not your friends, not your coworkers, not the economy, not the election, not the coronavirus. It's ultimately up to you, okay? And you're gonna need some trusted advisors. And I hope you're getting some value out of these videos that I am posting for free on YouTube with the whiteboard action, okay? Now, what I wanna touch base on is an important thing here, okay? Very important thing. And we're going to get back to kind of like the last video. Is your job. Okay? Some bullet points here. Let's get into some bullet points about your job. Okay? Maybe your job is great, right? You've been there for 5, 10, 15 years. Okay? You've had a steady income. You have a steady job. Your job is secure. Okay? Another thing here is that you have down payment. You have cash, okay? And that form of cash can be a 401k, could be stocks that you could sell, okay? And you have a secure job that actually provides this for you as well. Another thing too is you can get pre-qualified and see exactly how much you can purchase as far as a house. Doesn't mean that you're going to do it. All you're doing is seeing like, hey, I've been here in my job, I feel secure, I have down payment money, I have 401k, I have stocks that I can sell in case I need a down payment, and I can get pre-qualified to see what I have. Only you know how safe your job is, okay? So only you know if your job, if you're hiring, you're expanding. Like Amazon is hiring like madhouse here in Arizona because everything's being online, and there's like a lot of online corporations moving in from California to Arizona. So only you know how secure your job is. Okay. Now, the next thing is going to be form of cash. We got cash. Okay. Put this in the frame. So we got cash. Okay. This goes back to qualification. Okay, are you going to qualify? Do you have down payment money? Okay, closing cost money. Do you have the money to start the process in buying a house? Okay, are you going to be okay with the payment? Okay, ultimately, cash is going to be king right now, especially in the real estate market. Here in Arizona, is if you need down payment assistance, we got down payment assistance programs. That's not a problem. But you're still going to need at least $2,000 to start the process. Okay, $2,000 to start the process. So get pre-qualified. See if you have the down payment. If you don't have down payment, we do have some down payment programs, but you're still going to need at least $2,000 in your savings just to get started. You might need some money for closing costs. You might be able to get a gift from a family, friend, mother, father, daughter, whoever you want to get a gift from, and then pay them back. But you got to be aware of the payment, and you're going to be okay with the payment. Okay, this goes into our next topic, which is rates. Rates. Okay, let me put this in the view for you. Rates. It's a good time to buy a house because of the rates, okay? Because of the interest rates, okay? One is they are low, and I'm talking 2.25% to 3.50%, okay, depending on your credit. If your credit is over a 700, oh man, you're gonna be in the low threes. I mean, low threes, maybe even high twos right now. Pretty much money is for free. And when you see money equals free, you have to go all in. Because if you think about it, the long period of time, over 30 years, is your interest that you're paying for your house is going to be very, very low. If you increase that interest rate for over a 30-year term to 4 or 5 or 6%, you're going to pay a lot of interest on your house. So if you're okay with the rates being low, it is a great time to buy a house. Okay, and I'm going to roll back on all these factors. Now, one of the big things I always talk about, I always get questions about is, Victor, what about the market? Okay. What about the market? What about the market? Okay. Well, home prices are going to rise. That is going to be a given. They are going to rise. They're going to continue to rise. We see the forecast through December. Home prices are going to rise. Okay, and that's basically what Arizona is we have hardly any listings at all for sale. Okay, we have just a little over 8,000 listings for sale. A balanced market is 30,000 homes for sale. So do the math. We have very high demand and very low supply. So if you look at it like this, is if you have very high demand and very low supply, well, home prices are going to go up. Okay? They are going to go up. It does not matter. It's not going to slow down. It is going to go up in the scale. Okay? We have very low supply and high demand. Until that evens out, that bar, prices are not going to balance out. Okay? Like I said, we have over 8,000 homes for sale. That is single family homes. Okay? Not condos and townhouses. And we need 30,000 for a balanced market. Okay? Another point is, are you okay with a 10% correction? Really, is 10% going to stop you from buying a house? 10%. Okay. If you're looking for a deal and trying to be an investor in buying your first house, don't buy a house. You see all these videos on YouTube is buying a house is not good for you. It's not a good idea. Buy your house, make sure you get a good deal. Well, unfortunately, there's no good deals right now. If you want a good deal, we're gonna have to wait for the crash. But buying a house makes sense for you if you're going to live in the house. And what I mean by that is 5 to 10 years. Okay? It only makes sense if you're gonna buy your house in the window between 5 to 10 years, because ultimately prices are gonna increase. We will see a correction, and I'm thinking maybe about 10% and then balance out and go back up. But if you're gonna stay in your house for 5 to 10 years, what does it really matter? What does it really matter? I'm in my house for the long run. I'm not selling. I'm not trying to find a deal. I've been in my house and I'm gonna stay in my house. Our investment properties, we're gonna keep those investment properties. If it goes down, that's fine. People still need to rent. If there's a correction, it's fine. We'll wait it out. Stop looking for a deal and just get into your first house. Okay, wealth is built on real estate. If you see a lot of wealthy people, they invest in real estate. People are leaving the stock market. They're going into annuities and real estate. Okay, annuities and real estate right now. That's where the money is going. They're leaving the stock market. Okay, so live in the house that you're gonna buy. The house that you're gonna live in first. Stop trying to be an investor and buy a house. Okay, so let's break this all down. Going backwards. Okay. So if you're not worried about the market and you're gonna live in your house, okay, it makes sense. If you love the rates and want to get a low interest rate, well, let's check this off. It makes sense. If you have some cash for a down payment and you have cash to get started, well, it makes sense. If you have a great job, you've been there for a long time, okay, you're getting promoted, they're asking you to work overtime, you're expanding, your company's expanding or your business and you're making lots of money, well, it makes sense. So the only drawback that you have to worry about, and I see this all the time when I speak to my clients, all the time, is where is your mindset? What do you want to do? We can't control the economy. We can't control the election. We vote for who we want to vote for and see what happens. We don't know who the neighbor's voting for unless they have a sign. Okay? We don't know what the other states are voting for if they have a sign. You don't know any other person is voting for unless you ask them. That's a really touchy subject, okay? We don't know what's going to happen with the coronavirus. It's going to be here. It's a virus. It's going to be here for the rest of our lives, okay? Your family, your coworkers, your friends, the people you hang out with, they're going to be telling you, why are you buying a house right now? It doesn't make any sense. But yet they own a house. Why aren't they selling their house? If they think the market is going to crash, why are they not selling their house and going into the rental market? That's a great question to ask them. Like, well, then how come you own your house and you don't sell if you think the market's going to crash? If you own a house and you've only had it for the last 2-3 years, don't you think you should sell it? Because you have probably about $40,000 to $50,000 worth of equity or more. It's very interesting on who you actually take knowledge from, okay? Be very, very careful. And then you're going to lose contracts, okay? You're definitely going to lose contracts. Right here, my friends. You're going to lose contracts. If you see a beautiful house, you need to put an offer right away. You might not get it because there's a lot of people coming in from different states, different countries, and they're putting their money in real estate. And where are they coming? They're coming from Arizona. They come to Arizona to invest. Second home, third home, rental properties, etc. They're putting their money into real estate, okay? And trust. You're going to have to trust. If you want to hire me, you can trust me completely 100% because I'm fully transparent. I tell the truth, okay? We break it down with the whiteboard and we see if you're ready to go. If you're not ready to go, then we just have to wait. But this is a mentorship channel and I build trust by telling the truth. So if all of this makes sense for you, okay? If all of that makes sense for you, buying a house only makes sense if you want to buy a house. One last thing. That is your ultimate goal, is to get one door, okay? It makes sense. It makes sense to get your first door, okay? My mentor told me one thing. He said, Victor, buy real estate and wait. Never wait to buy real estate, okay? I paid thousands of dollars to be coached by people, by real estate, going to seminars, buying courses, etc. And your first hurdle is always buying that one door. You buy your first door, then you're able to buy your second, third, fourth, fifth, and it's just like making pancakes after that. Very simple. So, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, buying a house only makes sense if you want to buy a house, okay? I broke it down for you here. This is the follow-up video of why you should not buy a house, and this is the follow-up video of why you should buy a house. Interest rates are low. Prices are high, I get it, but man, rates are almost at 0%. Okay, think about it, 0%. That's unheard of, okay? So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Once again, I am Victor Huerta, a local real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if you have not done so, click that subscribe button and that bell to get notified once I drop the latest video. Remember, I'm just bringing some home buyer content, home seller content, the Phoenix real estate market update. That video is coming soon, okay? Numbers are out. They're going to come out. It's coming out soon. So you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in some real estate. I hope you enjoyed today's whiteboard action. I'm trying to get better at this. And, you know, to be honest, I really love doing this. You know, I just love, I love mentoring and leading people that I don't even know. People who just stumble across my YouTube channel and they're like, wow, this guy's just breaking it down. And let me know in the comments below if you really like the whiteboard action or if you don't. If you just want me to talk at the microphone and put a bunch of text on my videos. I love constructive feedback. I really do. But you know what gets me going in the morning is just coming here and just providing value to you. Okay, you that hit the play button, you that hit the like button, you that hit the share button, you that hit the subscribe button. I've learned I'm gonna be 44 this year, okay, in December. I've been through some shit, okay? My entire life has been a lot of mistakes. And I want to bring value to you so you don't make the mistakes. I'm not selling you anything. I want to have a conversation, a deep dive conversation, just like this whiteboard. I do this with my clients, and we map it out, okay, before we even go. Okay, unless they have a really, really great mindset right here, then there's no need for this whiteboard. But if you're coming in from a different state and you want the Phoenix real estate market update, my videos, they're here every month. I do it every month to educate you. If you're a first-time home buyer, you can ask me any question. All my information is below. If you're looking to invest, yeah, you can ask me as well, right? I think the market as an investor, unless you get a solid deal, it's not the right time to invest in Arizona. I'll tell you that. It's hard. It's hard to find some deals, okay? A lot of people have left here in Arizona and gone to other markets. A lot of people, investors, are selling some of their properties. They're waiting for that high peak value, selling it and taking their money and going to a different market. Just keeping it real. So, I mean, I really love doing this. But anyways, that's enough. We'll talk to you soon.
If you have any questions, email me at victor@freeagentproperties.com. Again, that email address is victor@freeagentproperties.com, where we release new videos each week on home buyer tips, home seller tips, the Phoenix housing market updates, so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. We will talk to you soon.